Hey guys, this is Ada coming in with a quick word. Um, the message today is called Speak Life. I have two scripture references that I would like to reference. The first one is coming from Proverbs 18:21. It says, "The power of life and death is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." The fruit of what? The fruit of your tongue. The fruit of your tongue. Okay. Many of us may have grown up with parents who meant well, but unwittingly spoke word curses. Because sometime back in the day when I was growing up, in order for people to get you to do better, they may say that, oh, well, you ain't gonna amount to nothing, trying to challenge you to think. But what they didn't understand, some of them meant well, some of them didn't mean well. But what they didn't understand, words are powerful, guys. And long after those words are spoken out, they can lodge themselves in our subconscious mind. And so that can replay in a child's mind what that parent said. So, and not only parents, sometimes you have whole communities speaking over children's life. Well, they just like their brother and sister. They're not going to amount to nothing. They just like their dad or their mom. They are not going to amount to nothing. They came from a poor background. We need to be careful what we speak over people. Because you know what? The very ones that we're declaring is not going to amount to nothing. Those are some can be some of the best people. I know I came from a background where those words were probably spoken over me. And the sad part is, people mean well, but people aren't God. So we need to be careful. Even if we see kids or people in a challenging situation, we need to believe the best. We need to hope the best, because we're not God. And we need to be careful what we speak over people. Because, it could be like a boomerang. When you speaking over somebody else, it come back and hit you or hit your child. So we need to be careful what we speaking over kids. And even as parents, guys, when kids begin to rebel, sometimes they're trying to establish who they are in the world as an adult. They're trying to establish autonomy and separate themselves from their parents, because for 18 years or however many years they're under your authority. And as they get older, they begin to wonder, who am I apart from my parent? So during these times you may see a little rebellion, but understand that God designed them to separate from their parents at some point. They can't stay connected to you like that. They'll always have connection if you have established a good relationship with that child, but they're not going to stay a child. They have to become an adult and establish autonomy. So during this time when they're established autonomy, we need to be careful of the words that we speak, guys. I've worked with children who come in from environments they never heard anything good. They never were built up. And when someone came in and spoke something good over them, they were suspicious, because no one ever spoke good of them. No one ever treated them good. So they were suspicious of people who actually treated them good and treated them like somebody. But I say all that to say this: be careful of what you're speaking over, not only your child, but other people's children, over people in general. Sometimes, we have those automatic thoughts that try to come in and say, well, that situation is bad, blah, blah. But we need to redirect our minds. And we need to begin to speak life over people, over the children especially, because you may be the only one that's speaking something good of that child, to negate what the enemy is, how the enemy is using other people to speak negatively. So with that being said, guys, the power of life and death is in the tongue. And there's another scripture reference come from Psalms 45. It said, "My tongue is the pen of a ready writer." So we can write our destiny with our tongue. We can write other people's destiny with our tongue. So let's not get into the spirit of witchcraft by speaking evil of people and speak a negative, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. Let's be more thoughtful. That's when the word declares that we're to lead every thought unto the obedience of Christ. So with that being said, guys, if this video has been helpful, please give it a thumbs up.